Welcome to the Perspectives of the Bible. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, like, and activate notifications to stay updated with our content. Today, we're exploring faith's footprint, following biblical role models. The Bible provides us with powerful examples of individuals who exhibited unwavering faith in the face of adversity, guiding us to strengthen our own spiritual journeys. Let's consider the life of Abraham, often regarded as the father of faith. In Genesis 12 to 1-4, God called Abraham to leave his homeland, promising to make him a great nation. Imagine being asked to leave everything familiar without knowing your destination. Abraham's response shows profound trust. He obeyed without hesitation. This teaches us that faith often requires stepping into the unknown. Then here is Joseph, sold into slavery by his brothers but later rising to power in Egypt, Genesis 37 to 50. His journey through betrayal, imprisonment, and eventual redemption illustrates resilience and God's sovereignty. Joseph maintained his faith, demonstrated through forgiveness towards his brothers, underpinning a key Christian principle: forgiveness is essential for growth. Another powerful role model is Ruth, a Moabite widow who pledged loyalty to her mother-in-law Naomi. In Ruth 1:16-17 she declared, "Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay." Her unwavering commitment emphasizes the importance of familial and community ties, demonstrating faith through action and support. These stories are not merely historical. They are examples for us to emulate in our lives. By reflecting on their experiences, we can draw practical applications to our modern challenges, reinforcing our faith in daily situations. How can we incorporate these principles? Start by embracing the unknown like Abraham, forgiving those who hurt us like Joseph, and supporting others in need like Ruth. Every day presents us with opportunities to manifest faith in our actions. Think of specific scenarios where you might apply these lessons. Now, let's delve deeper into how these biblical figures can guide us in overcoming personal obstacles and uncertainties in life. In our exploration of faith's footprint, it's essential to look at biblical role models and their lives. Consider Abraham, often called the father of faith. He obeyed God without hesitation, uprooting his life to move to a land he didn't know. Genesis 12 to 1-4. Abraham's story teaches us about trust in God's promises, even when circumstances seem uncertain. When God promised him descendants as numerous as the stars, Abraham believed, despite his old age and Sarah's barrenness, Genesis 15-5. His unwavering faith is a powerful lesson for us. It calls us to trust God's plan, even in seemingly impossible situations. Another inspiring figure is Esther, whose bravery saved her people from destruction. When faced with the choice of risking her life to speak up for the Jews, Esther demonstrated courage and faith. Esther 4:14. She understood that she was in a position of influence for a divine purpose. Her story encourages us to think about our own roles and how our actions can impact others. By standing up for justice, just like Esther did, we affirm our commitment to God and reflect His love in a challenging world. Next, we have David, a shepherd boy who became a mighty king. His journey from the fields to the throne exemplifies how God uses ordinary people to fulfill extraordinary purposes. David's fights against Goliath, 1 Samuel 17, and his penning of the Psalms show a deep relationship with God built on faith and worship. When facing giants, literal or figurative, David's reliance on God serves as a template for overcoming our challenges. By embracing our insecurities and trusting God, we tap into divine strength to confront life's hurdles. As we conclude our exploration of faith's footprint through the lens of biblical role models, it's essential to reflect on how these figures provide not just inspiration, but practical guidance for our daily lives. Take David, for instance, a shepherd boy who became a king. David faced his share of adversity's rejection, betrayal, and failure. However, what stands out is his unwavering faith in God. His story illustrates that even the most flawed individuals can achieve greatness through a genuine relationship with the divine. When he faced Goliath, it wasn't just his slingshot and stones that won the day. It was his profound faith that fueled his courage. How can we emulate this? By acknowledging our insecurities, but trusting God to work through them. Similarly, consider Esther, who displayed immense bravery when advocating for her people. Faced with peril, she chose to approach the king despite the possible consequences. Esther's story teaches us the importance of standing firm in our principles and taking bold actions when necessary. Our faith can motivate us to speak out against injustice, just as she did. Lastly, let's not forget about the Apostle Paul. Initially a persecutor of Christians, his radical transformation showcases the power of grace. After his encounter with Christ, Paul dedicated his life to spreading the gospel, demonstrating that it's never too late to change. His relentless pursuit of spreading the message of hope should inspire us to embrace our mission in today's world, spreading love, compassion, and faith, especially during turbulent times. Remember, following these biblical role models isn't merely about admiration. It's about taking actionable steps in our lives. Engaging with Scripture should lead us to ask, what does my faith inspire me to do today? How can I leave a footprint that leads others along the path of hope and encouragement? Let's allow the rich lessons from these figures to permeate our journeys, guiding our actions and decisions as we walk in faith.